Before you came round, my heart would never be much faster.
Good morning guys and welcome to day 12 of the vlogs. I am joined by Martin. Where are
Hello. Hello.
He's staying at the hostel with me. He came yesterday, right?
Yeah, I just came from Coimbra.
Yeah.
Hello followers.
And he's from Italy. So we're going now on a walking tour. It is my last full day here in Portugal, so I'm making the most of it. I'm going to a 3 hours walking tour that the hostel kindly talked to us about it.
Yeah, hope there are not so many stairs during this walk.
Yeah, I'm scared about the stairs because y'all know about my knee by now.
Yeah, no, it's fine now.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I will take you guys along with me on this tour and let's seize the day.
See you later.
Money that was coming to the city should be given to the nunnery of Santa Clara. Yeah, so meant that this was indeed one of the richest nunneries in town. Yeah, well, after the killing the friar-in-law, this is one of the buildings.
We just went out into this beautiful church that is all made with
gold.
wood. This is it, the Santa Clara, with a leaf of gold and with the leaf of gold, and the gold used in the church is 500 kilos of gold, which is just insane. So we're, I think, an hour in.
Yeah, it's now walking now.
Yeah, so I think we're an hour into the walking tour. The guide is absolutely amazing. Lots of fun facts that we learned.
Hi Luke.
Hi Luke.
Inspiration is a yellow line on the floor. Yep, so stay behind the yellow line. For the colored line, stay behind the line. Yep, whatever color you see it, okay? Cool? Yep.
So this wall was actually all over the city, and it was protecting the whole city of Porto, but it was taken down 1 year randomly, and then the French arrived to Portugal. And now we're crossing the river, going to the other side.
Yep. Okay, so our lovely friends told me, what's going on with the amount of dicks in this country? Dicks.
Oh.
Yes, those things, yep. Well, especially in the north, yep, yes, those ones. Yeah, we have many, at least one per person, yep. No, but let me tell you what's going on, yep. They asked me that, and it's quite a reasonable question to ask, because especially if you come from the north, especially Coimbra, the middle of the country, to the north, yep, you're gonna see more and more dicks. Yep, they come especially in cups, yeah, from cups to bottle openers, yep, they are all over the place. Yep. Why did that happen, guys? It's very simple. We had a king, yep, Louis II of Portugal, and the guy was a prankster. Yep, he was a big prankster. In one of the big parties that he gave to the court, he asked one of our most famous sculptors, yep, to make dicks. Yep, proper dicks. Yep, proper elaborated, very beautiful painted thing. Yep, and he offered those things to all the guests. Yep, so you can imagine the women and the men. Oh, the king gave us a present. Woo, a big dick. Yep. So, well, that was kind of a joke that the guy made, but because it was the king doing it, yep, that became quite fashionable. Yep, to people to give dicks around.
Okay, so we've done the tour. We're like around 2 hours in. Where these stairs that we came down are the same stairs that I came down to on day 1. So apparently those stairs they used to call them the stairs of lies, because there was the red district around here. So a lot of, you know, sex going on, and up there was the Pope and the power in the square, and then right down the river there were fishermen and everything, and anyone who would pass through this and go to the red district would have to lie about where he was. So they called it the Stairs of Lies. But then I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, then they closed the red district actually.
Oh yeah, and
someone has moved there.
oh yeah,
There was no more
no more red district.
Yeah.
So now they're called the Stairs of Truth.
because you have to tell the truth.
Yeah, because nobody's lying anymore. And there's this lady right here that cooks chocolate desserts, and at first it was only for restaurants and everyone wanted to get some, but it was only for restaurants, so she wouldn't sell them to them, and now she does. So we're gonna get that. I hesitated at first, but
I convinced her.
yeah,
I convinced her.
can't say no to chocolate anymore. So yeah, we're gonna try some. It is €1.50, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so guys, we ended the tour, and I just wanted to tell you the name of Porto, because apparently it's not just Porto, it's two sentences, just one name. So I'm gonna ask him to tell you that in Portuguese and English.
It's like a magnificent city.
Yeah.
Porto.
12 million words. Okay guys, here's the tour
In
guide.
Portuguese or in French? In Portuguese or in English?
Both.
Muy antiga, sempre no. Sorry for it, but it's such a long one. Muy antiga, leal, nobre, invicta cidade de Porto. The very old, always loyal, noble and invincible city of Porto.
Whoa,
Cool. Done?
that's insane. By the way, guys, this is V, amazing tour guide if you come to Porto.
Yes, come and join us. Come and join us. Go along.
Hi guys, I just woke up from a nap, so I look extremely tired and so rough. But that walking tour was very amazing. V is very amazing. I'm going to link down below the company that he works for, and it does walking tours. So the concept is that you go with a guide and he walks with you around Porto and telling you stories about the history of Porto, or any other city, and at the end of every tour you pay the guide whatever you think he deserves. So no price, no nothing. You tip him or you give him a full thing, so it's literally up to you. So after that we went to the supermarket, Martin and I, we got some food, had some lunch, and then I took a 2-hour nap. I was very tired. Sorry if you can't hear me that well, a lot of people are here. But yeah, so now that I woke up, my arm is hurting. So I wanted to do a little tour of the hostel that I'm staying in, because it is absolutely beautiful, and it's honestly the best hostel, that I've been to and that I've stayed in. I'm going to get into the room. Martin is sleeping, I think, so I'm not going to be talking at that moment. So yeah, and also the rooms are mixed. This is the garden. That's absolutely beautiful. I mean, very relaxing. And the kitchen is right down there. We will be going there. That's another room, and that's the bathroom on at the end of the balcony. This is my place. And now for the best decorated place. It's the floors where there's the rooms. That's a room, that's a room, that's a room. This one is a room, this one is the room that we just got into. Those are, here is the shower, here is the bathroom, so I'm not going to show you that. Here's numbers. Am I allowed? Oh, I don't know, but it's beautiful. And then there's these blue walls where there's lots of art. This is a picture of Ribeira, which is the historic center of Porto. Riverside district with its medieval streets has been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Okay. And then this is a picture of the food market at Porto. It is called Mercado Bolao. And I absolutely love this blue. This shade of blue is absolutely beautiful. And then this Torre dos Clérigos, which is, I don't know if it's the street or the church, but remember when we went to the church yesterday? I mean, me and you guys. But yeah, that's the church that we went to yesterday. And then there's Bar Corabello. And then there's this bench over here. This is the overview. And then the floor upstairs, I think it's the same, but we're gonna go there as well. That is the reception. Let's go to the second floor. Here are different other rooms. Oh wow. This is way more bright. There's this. Sorry guys for the lighting, it keeps changing. But this is little wall art. So I put it on auto so that it fixes itself. This is the house is right in front of us. Cute little sign. These are other rooms. That's some beautiful wall art. But guys, the best part is the ceiling. Look at that. Are you kidding me? It's so beautiful. Sorry for my cracked voice. I'm still sleepy. So now we're going to the reception where there's other beautiful things. And also the hostel is in Santa Catarina street, which is the main street where there is the whole shops. You know, remember the street where there was Amorino and Zara and everything. So that's the street where the hostel is. So everything in town is around. It's so easy to get to. I don't know how much time, but you can just walk to everywhere. Oh, by the way, my knee is doing so much better. And here is the entrance. Sorry for the music, but there's this little wall art, this beautiful chandelier, the name of the hostel, by the way, Garden House Hostel. And there's always some good music in here. This is the reception. There's another little bench in here. Hello.
Hello.
Do not mind if I film the hostel. It's okay.
Fine.
Okay, cool, perfect. There's this little wall with maps and things to do. Oh, she needed a doctor. Definitely needed one. There's this little memory wall as well. This is the garden that I showed you from upstairs, and we're gonna go to the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. You can use free pasta for your rice. Let me focus that for you. Free pasta, free rice, free little stuff. There's as well free food here. Not much, but in the morning, breakfast is served from 8 to 11, which makes it even easier to be here. This is the fridge, and I want to show you the free beer. That's a good thing for everyone who drinks it. Yeah, that's the hostel. I will link it down below if you ever come to Porto. I definitely recommend, and the price is very, very good for this vibe and how they treat you, and the breakfast, and you know, and they're the ones who told us about the walking tours. So
Water.
yes.
After give me your one if you want to share.
Of course, I would love to. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
can we get a YouTube?
Oh, here is better.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's actually just my name.
Oh, no! My
I'm just kidding.
650
Oh,
and I have to have a 60D.
is this Azerci? No. Kada. Maybe then you'll get used to my name.
It is. Okay.
Here it is. I do a little bit of vlogs and...
I will just. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Have a good evening. So I have changed, I am out. I actually remembered that I wanted to go to this church that's on the Santa Catarina street, and I was looking for something to do, something left for me to do in Porto, because I feel like I've done it all. So I'm going to get there, and I have realized that since I've been in Porto last week and this week, I've been visiting a lot of churches. And this morning in the walking tour, I learned that Porto was a church city. It was given by the Queen way back in the 12th century, or the 12th or the 13th century. It was given by the Queen to both the people of Porto and the Catholic Church. So it was, oh, too bad, it's closed. It was given to the people of Porto and the Catholic Church, and that's why there's so many churches. There's a lot of places, the houses where nuns used to live. So yeah, there's like a huge religious part to Porto, which is something that I learned this morning, and it totally made sense because every single time I would be in a neighborhood, there would be at least one or two churches. So that is why, fun fact, the church is not open for me to visit. I'm not sure if I already showed you, but I will again. So that is it. And also, I absolutely need to tell you that the tiles in the São Bento train station were made in Morocco. So the guy who made them was born in Tangier. They say he's Portuguese, and he was in Tangier, got probably the inspiration from it, and he hand painted every single tile and then put them on the wall. And there's a mistake on the wall because he said that only God is perfect. So he made the mistake intentionally. So I had the ice cream. It was really good. But now I want to just walk around a little bit. So it is my last night here in Porto. I am so sad to leave. I leave tomorrow. My flight is at 4:45. So I'm gonna have to leave at like 1:30 or 2 to get to the airport. I met this girl from Florida earlier when I was having lunch at the hostel, and she's having a 4-month vacation. Are you kidding me? How do you get that? I met this other guy yesterday. His name is Luke, which is why we said hi Luke earlier this morning. It was an inside joke about fun facts. But he has a 2-month vacation. You know what? I'm gonna figure it out and have a couple months or 3 months of vacation someday. And I'll think of these people that I just met that inspired me to do so. Yeah, now I've had my 2 little weeks here in Portugal. Absolutely grateful for it. absolutely happy that I did. And now that I'm just walking up, I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. I'm just going. But let's just pray for my safety, okay? Guys, can you see the beautiful sky? That is, oh, that's a bus. That is the church. And the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's absolutely beautiful. I wanted to find a place to sit right there and just enjoy that view because it's absolutely beautiful. Sorry you couldn't see it exactly how I can see it, but yeah, this city is so noisy. Someone's cranky. I'm really just taking it in, being my last night, thinking about life. I don't know, I don't want to get too deep in here, but I just took a little giant walk, not really a little one, looking for a good spot to look at the sky. Now I'm going back to the hostel and see what the plans are, if there's any dinner plans or anything.
I'm dressed like today.
That was caught on camera. So it is time for dinner here. Still with Martin. He has an app that tells him all the restaurants around. Is it this way?
Yeah.
All the restaurants around, and if you use I'm like V this morning.
Yeah.
And if you use the app, you get a discount. So we booked dinner at a sushi place and a 30%. Okay, so it's this one. It says sushi pasta saladas. What's the name? Can't pronounce it. It's okay. Fujoish. But yeah, we're going to try it right now and see what's
Let's
going
hope it's
on.
okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.